Hey, George, happy Sunday to you, my friend. Just getting everything set up here. Hello, Rhett. Cheers from Pittsburgh back to you. I'm just setting stuff up here still. Hey, Darren. Good to see you, brother. And Ronald. Alita, there you are. And number one. No, you don't. Don't say nothing, please. I knew you were going to hold me ransom. Willie, what's up, brother? And Heidi, hello. I took a picture for you today, Heidi. Hey, Otto. Yeah, everybody, please hit the like button. It helps the algorithm a lot. And Kevin, Heidi, I took a photo for you today, and it's a piece of crap, but I'll send it to you anyhow. But I didn't know if, and there's Heather. Hi, Heather. Hey, Ken, how you doing, brother? And it's a piece of crap, Heidi. It's rusted out real bad, but I did take a photo to show you anyhow. Just in case it's better than what you have, I'll send it to you after we get off of here on Messenger. Let me see. It's raining down here in Texas. Yeah, it's raining here. I mean, well, no, not right now. It's like drizzling. It isn't real bad, but it was like a slow rain today, off and on. Double chocolate chip cookies, Baker's dozen of each. Number one's like, he knows what went on today, so he's got me in a corner.
No, he got you in a corner. He don't got me in a corner.
How you doing, Kentucky? And Bob Putty, how are you, brother? Abel. Wow, a lot of people. 28 people that quick. Please, we only got 13 likes. Hit the little X button, hit the like. I'm back in the chat.
You got a donation from one Fraser in case he comes in.
Oh, my. Okay, if he comes in, I'll thank him for sure. Miss Kicky Punch. Yeah, Heidi, I did go look it over today real quick, but maybe it's better than yours. I can't remember, so I'm going to send you that photo later. I just got in like 40 minutes ago and shaved and showered and did everything I could real quick. Not like anybody's here with me except Heather, but you know.
Oh, I don't matter?
Yeah, you matter. I hope everybody had a great day today. It's, I guess fall's here. When's the first day of fall?
It was the 23rd, I believe.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Why does Heather hate Charlotte so much? Charlotte? I don't know. I don't know what that means, but you're going to say something. Hey, James, how are you? Shaved and showered, Otto? I am. We were out all day. It was a long day since this morning. It was at the salvage yard, and
it's been
salvage yard.
It's been a day.
Went to my daughter's apartment, fixed the light receptacle for her, and just a bunch of crap, you know. I have a little issue, 16 dual port. I switched back to the manual fuel pump, and I'm getting fuel in my engine. It sounds like something is leaking with the fuel pump itself, is what it could be with the new fuel pump that you may have gotten. Hey, Mad Moose, how you doing, buddy? So say I bought some 16 at 3.5. Wow, 3.5. That's narrow. Full pattern set of wheels off Samba, going to be pizza cutting through the Southern Cal Desert with those. Yeah, those are narrow. But if that's what you're doing, then you're fine. I had 4.5s, or could have been 4-inch in the street years ago, and I hit the brakes and it kept going. There wasn't enough meat on the ground. No, I'm letting this grow in here. That's what you see, Otto, because I shaved here and here.
I like the goatee.
I need a haircut bad, though. I know that. Mr. Beater, hello. You remember that spider with the web in the pig's pen, Wilbur?
Yes, I love that movie.
Oh, Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's
Web. Got to watch that a million times with my kids over and over. Jim
Hi,
Morris.
Jim.
How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Neil.
And Neil and Vintage
Hi,
76. Go with the Fu Manchu. You know what? Once this comes
I
in,
like it.
I may take this out here, you know, or else I could shave half off and then see what I like better, you know. She don't like when I'm clean shaved completely.
His face is too blank.
Thank you.
I didn't mean it in a rude way. I just meant
She
like,
always knows to make me feel good about myself. I had a stock carburetor float that put gas in my oil. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, I always do this. Oh, wahi. Oh, why do I do this all the time? I'm giving him a nickname.
you're getting a nickname now.
I had a stuck carburetor float. Yeah, if you do have a stuck float, yeah, it'll start dumping fuel real fast. There's no doubt about that. And Trooper B, you should be there with a grommet between the tin and the tube. I know there is one for the oil breather tube and tin. And I have some 16 by 3.5s, 4x5s that fit the 5 pattern. Keep an eye out for those. Just look a little different with the slots being sharp rectangle, not soft corners. And there's Dylan. Sorry, I'm late, everyone. Just got out of the shower. Whoa, washing my hair, getting oil and trash out of it.
Must be shower evening for men.
No, I was at salvage yard today, so it is what it is. But we rushed around, hit a bunch of stores, got stuff we needed because I got to go and start plastering walls tomorrow. So that won't be very much fun. But I got my video done today for Tuesday. So, you know, hey, Roger, that's a main thing. Yeah, I try not to miss out on the video. I have a couple members self-interviews. Melissa, she had sent hers in today. I got to edit and have them up for this Friday. And I ain't telling Darren. No.
I know.
You were there.
If you subscribe to my channel, I'll tell you.
I forgot what I was saying. Good vid on the IDF. Oh, thanks, Otto. I'm not an expert with them. I do know how to get them apart, clean them up, put them together, and measure a few things. I'm not an expert with them, though. I even looked for stamping numbers. I think Vintage Speed and I were talking about that at the base. And there is no numbers, nothing on these carburetors anywhere. It's kind of weird, you know, but I was hoping to run dual 34s. I think they're easier, but I got to get the full potential out of the motor, I guess, you know. I just got some motion sensor lights from my shed. Good protect tools, shop tips open and winterized. Oh, yeah, the motion lights are nice, in all honesty. They really are. Likes lip smash the shirt. Somebody said, give me some kissing.
I always match. Everything has to match. Even my nails match.
Hey, Vamon 49, how are you? And Mambo's, well, I didn't get back to my show last weekend. Friday evening, Texas. Wife's very, very sick with the COVID. This was a rough one for her, but she's better. I'm glad to hear that, Moose. I really am. I know that stuff's going to start kicking up again. It's that time of the year, sadly. I hope that we don't have a repeat of last year, you know. Heather, I do subscribe to Heather's.
There you go.
Heather, what is your channel? She don't have one.
Yes, I do.
No,
yes, I do.
You don't want to go there. She swears on there. She says mean things.
I do not.
I'm just kidding.
I'm very nice on my channel.
Hers is very peace. Heather's Haven is what it is. Is that what it is?
How do you not know my channel?
I'm kidding. I was joking.
No, he's not kidding.
Yes, I am.
He thought about it.
Why don't you put your link up there? You said you were at the yard today. Did you perform without the blue pill? Yes, I did, and I was very happy with my age. I didn't take any pill. Have my cape on with a big S. Number one's a bad influence. Matching is nice, but don't have a sense of fashion these days. And BR549, what problems will I run into replacing the front section of the right heater channel on a 70 Super or 71 Super? I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I don't know what you really mean by that, but truthfully, putting heater channels in are never fun. But make sure that you weld supports. Excuse me, I'm drinking pop. Make sure you weld supports in your door opening. because I know a couple people that didn't, and that was a really bad outcome before taking your old heater channel out. You don't want the body to shift where the door closes. I don't think heater channels are fun to do. They're not hard, but they're not fun. It isn't something that you look forward to, you know. Trying to pick my priorities. Should I get my full bank or 2 more garbage trucks for my die-cast fleet? I don't know what you mean by that. My full bank or garbage trucks for my die-cast fleet. I don't know what you meant, brother. I'm sorry, Dylan. I don't know what you meant by the full bank. Speaking of blue pills, what a great for the 77 you saved. Heather, I just subscribed to your channel.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Phil Bank service cart. I don't know what you mean, Dylan. I'm trying, brother.
Nothing but red bills here.
He took the red pill. Nothing but red pills. Oh, wait, I'm reading his again. Phil Bank service cart. I don't know what he means. I must be off tonight because I can't figure out.
Phil Bank service cart. I don't know. Is that like is that a car thing?
No, not that I'm aware of. Did you kick the mic cord? No, No. I don't have the external mic on. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm just using the laptop built-in microphone. US General 34-inch Master Tech cart. Oh, a Master Tech cart. Yeah. I thought, didn't you just buy a new box? I thought you did. Slade, what is your winter project this year? The 68. You know what? This one, the 68 took a little longer. It'll be done. April's the deadline because I'm going to bring the other one in that came here today.
Did you tell them why April is the deadline?
Because that's the deadline Heather gave me.
I gave him a deadline. He had to have one.
Well, the thing is when you're filming, honestly, it takes 10 times longer. Hey, Keith, what's up, brother? And James Perez, thank you. I was wondering if something happened to the audio, but April's the deadline for Chaos, the 68. And Kevin, you are cutting out. Uh-oh. That's weird.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Let me see something here. Everything's on. I don't know why that would be happening for. Audio, video good here. Fixed it. I don't know. Let me know if it keeps doing it. Sound all good here. You're fine now. You were cutting out. Thanks, Greg. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But anyhow, April's the deadline for the 68 to get out of the garage, and then the other one coming in that we picked up today. So
can I tell them?
No.
Can I tell them, please?
No, because the video will be out Tuesday. Then
I want to tell them.
Well, there's no point in putting the video out.
Yeah, but why we have a club meeting if we can't tell them?
That's true. I could do a different video for Tuesday instead. Is what I can do.
No, you're doing the video Tuesday.
I've had my 4-drawer about 2 years, and I've had a 44 about 40. But I'll work about 8-9 months. I've actually had the same box for, I don't know, wow. And when I bought my box, like Heidi, I think Heidi and I talked about this. I said, I'm not putting no stickers on my toolbox. It looks so nice. 1 month later, that was it. Stickers all over it. So I have no self-control with that. You sound good at my end as well. So we talking about the names and pills and Heather's red parts. I like the monkeys. I didn't know you could do the monkeys on here.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
I think
Excuse me.
Here's my dog. I was wondering what the heck I was getting pushed around for. No, I definitely, I could have had the 68 done much faster, but filming always slows everything down. And I've been working on the house a lot, but I make sure I get a video up every week. But now there's 2 videos a week because I have been getting a lot of members sending in their self-interviews. I think that's awesome. I've had fun with it, really have. I have Adam Gray and Melissa's sitting there that I have to edit, which will be going, to 68 on gas tank, fuel filler hose. OEM is what I can order Lily, and my hose is straight from the body of the tank. Where can I get longer hose? Darren, did you check West? Because honestly, that's the only place that I buy my my filler necks. They have a I forget what it's called, where they sell the whole hose kit. There's a nickname they use for the smell hose kit or something crazy. Heather just left with the dog, but Lily, get down. I would try that, Darren, and if need be, call there and ask for Brian at Wolfsburg West and ask him if he can take a quick measurement for you, because that's not normal. Why could you pop up when talking about Eve? She's bad. I have 3 toolboxes here at the house and 1 at the farm. No. Dumb.
No, it's you.
You know what, dog? I had an extra box years ago, and I ended up selling it though. My garage is only, stop it, Lily, is a 14 by 22. Hey Jim, how you doing, buddy? And truthfully, a few people that have been here that had watched films and then they come to meet me had said, wow, your garage looks so much bigger on film. It must, because I've caught that too. And I don't have room for another, so I have different shelves made up and stuff like that, you know. But Lily, what are you doing?
She wants to go after the TV.
She can't figure out why she sees her flipper. I have a TV on the wall that I'm looking at. But it is nice to have extra space and more boxes. I lack space. But the way our property is designed, we have 1/3 of an acre. I know that's not a ton, but our yard's all on a slope. So to build a garage like we have now.
Which was great for a pond.
Well, yeah, for streams and that, for you, it's perfect, you know. But it makes it difficult to put an addition on my garage. It's a 2-story. Are you going to try and get the color on the 68th? The cold weather sets in. You know what, Kentucky, as odd as this sounds, I'll be spraying over the winter because I have no choice if I want it done by April. But I have good solid heat up the garage. And yeah, she is reacting to herself, George. She's an odd one. I'm going to have to spray. I got a good heat source up there, so I'm going to be spraying section at a time because I'm going to do the paint job that Garrison did. I don't know if you have watched Garrison. I brought him up on a Facebook group a couple times, and I was watching what she was doing. He used the rattle can, and he used a 2K clear with hardener, and it looks beautiful. I'm telling you, I figured it out. I split the brake light switch port over tightened and tapered fatter at the base threaded switch. Oh man, yeah. You know what, Greg, that's tough. It's like you got to have them tight, which you know that, and if you just go by that little bit too tight, crack, it's like a real pain in the butt. But at least you did figure it out. I'm sorry it caused you so much aggravation, in all sincerity. At least it's the brake light switch. I split the brake light switch port. Oh, do you mean the port on the master? Because if so, if it's just a crack, can you like clean that up and JB weld it? I don't know if JB weld holds up to brake fluid, because brake fluid's kind of brutal, you know. But I thought that was odd because you've tried everything. Yes, the master itself split over new master, not messing around. Yeah, I understand, Greg. I was just making sure I understood you right. That's the thing with them is they tell you snug them in by hand and a 1/4 turn. But I've done that before too, and they leak. So I got to crank them to the point of wondering, is it going to split? It's a pain in the butt, you know, but at least you got it figured out. Do you have a signature part or customization you always do to your VW? I add Roadrunner beep horns and red luggage area carpet, salt, pepper, char. You know what? I do the salt and pepper carpet #1. And it's funny you said that because the black carpet, I seen it in my buddies. Wow, does it show the lint? What a pain in the butt. So she's at the TV again. I don't really have a signature thing I do. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to start doing that. But the first one I sold and let go, you know, it's gone. And a nice gentleman ended up with it after a couple people got their hands on it and flipped it. That went, when I sold that, the Gracie, the red Super Beetle on here the first time around, it went through 2 other people before Dave got it, who's a really nice guy right now. He lives maybe 40 minutes from us, I think. But 2 other people got it before him, and I think it dropped a valve now or something. I can't remember what he told me. But, and I even said to the guy that got it off of me, stop it, Lily, snap out of it. I said, don't mess with them valves. I said, bring it back in 500 mile and let me readjust them. Why didn't he plan on
Lily,
flipping it right away?
go get Bill.
But what
get
he
Bill.
did do is he adjusted them at 4 thousandths, I found out later. And then the guy after him, who knows what he did, and by the time Dave got it, who has it now, it dropped a valve. So I wouldn't have sold it to him had I known he was going to flip that car right away. But what are you going to do, you know? But there's JB Laser Weld, works beautifully. I never heard of that, James.
What is that? Something specific? Like, is it for what?
She likes JB Weld.
I love JB Weld.
She keeps it in her craft room. I don't. JB Laser Weld.
What is the difference?
Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up, James. I never heard of that yet. JB Weld shouldn't react to brake fluid. JB Weld is not what it used to be. Its formula is much different. Weak. It used to hold up to gas. Not even ask me how I know. I didn't know that, Abel.
It is weaker than it was.
It does surprise me with a lot of stuff now.
I agree.
I'm going to try to brand my 86 C10s glass by grinding some really, really soft iron onto it and cut out a pattern, and then it rusts on the glass. Well, I never heard of that, number one, at all. And it is good to leave your own signature. And I've never really thought about doing that before, because I'm just a guy playing around in my garage. I'm not special, so I never really thought of doing that, to be honest with you. Wonder what that JB Laser Weld is.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm interested.
Laser's the difference in lasers. The JB has lasers in its mouth, so when it bites you, it burns you with the laser. I knew better than to read that. I knew it, but I read it anyhow.
Read it anyways.
No, I keep JB Weld on hand a lot. I repaired heater channels with that. I did a video on that, how to do a quick, cheap repair on heater channels, and I used that. I think Bondo makes it, that wire mesh or something like that, and I did the JB Weld over top of it. They have it at AutoZone. I used it when my fuel pump, when it was leaking. Yeah, James, that's the first I've heard about it. I've used before. I don't know what brand it is. It's in a tube, like a syringe, and then the 2 parts go into one. I thought it was made by JB Weld, though, and I can't remember what I was doing now with it. But I'm interested in trying, even though I got a new welder, I've been interested in trying body panel glue. I heard that it works, and I don't know how true this is, but somebody told me a lot of the cars that leave the factory now, literally a lot of the panels are used with that. I call it body panel glue. I don't know the real name for it, but I mean, I guess I believe it in a way. I'm sure there's a lot of welding or spot welding done on them, I guess, but they said a lot of them are held together with this glue, I guess the body shops use. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind trying it. I don't know what the deal is with it, but I heard once you set it in place and it starts to set up, don't play games, because you're not getting it back apart. So I don't know. My buddy in PA bought a Dodge 400. It had the head and block and oil pan sealed with JB Weld. Holy crap.
Wow.
I can't believe somebody used it with all that. Yeah, that wasn't, wow. Heater channels. Saw Junior's vid on bracing, said he could help replace his, maybe a helpful watch. Junior's actually a nice guy. He truthfully is auto. Yeah, and that's I forget, somebody had not too long ago did a convertible. I forget who it was. And they didn't, obviously, I felt so bad for them. They didn't brace the door frames, and they ripped the heater channels off, put everything together, thousands and thousands of dollars, and couldn't figure out why both doors were dropped in the back and went and shut. The car kind of bent, I believe. Oof. I felt so bad for them. My first VW, I removed the OEM carpet, put in shag carpet with red. Whoops, screen jumped. with red and some black speckles, recovered the seats with Naga hide fabric, painted the car red, and the doors black. Keith, that was a while back. I can almost see that when I was reading it. My dad did that in a 73 Cutlass. He bought it brand new from the factory in 73, right when he got his job on the railroad. I guess started making more money. He brought it home and it had the factory rubber mat, you know, how they did back then. First thing he did was like, the car was gold, so he put like a goldish colored plush shag carpet like somebody'd have in our living room. He cut it. It looked like it was factory, but he was shag carpet in his car. Funny talk about signatures. I asked Slade to autograph my pedal assembly and he didn't. I think he's acting like Paul McCartney, no autographs. You know what, Moose? After I sent that to you, because at first I thought I feel stupid doing something like that because I'm not anybody popular or famous, and I sent it to you, and then I realized, oh crap, I did want to at least write Slade on there because you did ask me to do it, and I am so sorry because I really did forget. That was an honest mistake. I hope you like the pedal assembly. Let me see here. I used it on 2001 Crown Vic intake, and it drove to Texas and back with JB laser weld, no issues. I'm going to have to buy some just to mess with it, to tell you the truth. I never even heard of it before. I used some of the JB weld and the two-part tube. She's looking up the JB weld. Two-part tube on my top of my gas tank. Yeah, you know what? That Kentucky, it's probably what I was talking about. It's the syringe, and they went up a single part, you know, from a dual. I just can't remember what I did with it, like why I bought it or what I did with it, but I remember it working, you know. Hey, Misty, how you doing, dear? I'd love to get a panel bus shag rug and a water bed. Wow, I haven't had a water bed since, I don't even know, the early 80s, I think. I don't think they make them anymore, do they? Really? Slade, perhaps your own proof stamp. Yeah, I honestly, is that a Red Rider? Man, Heather's really putting on the signals, buddy. He must have done good today. Red Rider. Oh, yeah, that is actually. Just in case of a home invasion, you know. I don't even know what the deal was. I think one of my sons bought that for Christmas for me or something. So all the stuff that reminds me of older vintage stuff is in here, although that's a knockoff, I think. But I haven't been as lucky lately, though. I'm usually on my game with all the Hot Wheels and die cast, but lately, I think a lot of these guys that have antique stores and or flea-teak vintage stores, anytime I go into Walmart, they're actually, honey, what are you doing? These guys are in there with a cart. Okay, I'm sorry. And they are literally like grabbing piles of Hot Wheels and stuff up. And then when I go to the flea-teak store, then I see a bunch of them there hanging up. It's for like quadruple the price. Let me see here. Sorry. I got some of that rust bullet dude floor pans with 71 vertical bug. Couldn't even get the lid off. I had to punch holes in it to use it. It might work better than JB. Well, Ken, you need to get a hold of them and tell them, because I didn't run into that. I would literally email them and tell them, because rust bullet, I've never had an issue with it. Lily, please, honey. And I mean, I got a lid stuck on my 1-quart can because I didn't clean the little gully in there before I snapped it back on, so that wasn't fun. But I got some of that rust bullet. Cut it out. Floor pans. Couldn't get the lid off of it, had to punch holes in. If that was a brand new can and you didn't have a bunch of it laying down in the little perimeter when you nailed it back on or hammered it back on, then I would get a hold of rust bullet. They'll treat you right. Trust me. Tell them Slade told you to get a hold of them. That's all, because they did sponsor me for a little bit there, and they don't want me to stop doing that. Which they're good people though. They'll pay attention to you. They really will. With all the red she's wearing, I think your luck is about to change. We got there. Hey, Heather, keeping him in line this week with the pizza.
I told him no pizza, but he can make calzones.
I'm not allowed pizza. No more. Because she hates me.
No, he needs to start watching what he's eating.
I watch it.
Yeah, right down your throat.
I knew you probably forgot. That's okay. Pedal assembly is fantastic. You really went above and beyond making it right. Thanks, Moose. I appreciate that. I wanted it to feel like Germany, but better when you got it back. So you should be good forever with that, you know. But I really did forget to sign up for you. I did feel bad because I even went and bought that silver pen thing.
You did.
Heather got it at the craft store for me, and I forgot. Lily needs some. Lily's being ornery tonight. JB Laser Weld works on arts and crafts and jewelry. Oh, geez.
I need some.
She'll be putting that in her craft room.
I just got hooked on that. What's that called? That what I've been using. It's a 2-part
whiskey, or no?
I forget.
2-part. It's epoxy.
Epoxy.
Well, that's what JB Weld is.
Yeah, but this is different.
Oh, you had a different brand. Okay, I didn't know you bought something else, which you probably did. I don't pay attention. Calzones is twice the carbs. Is it really?
No calzones for you, buddy.
Wow, thanks, number one. No, I can't have pizza. I can't have calzones. Right down to his belly. So what's the cost of a new switch versus the JB Weld? No, it wasn't his switch, Keith. It's split on his master. So I'd probably get a new master at this point since it's a braking system. I mean, hey, Slade and Heather, good to see you all again. Hey, Rodney, how are you, buddy?
How you doing?
I hope you've been well. Only 1 part to whiskey, straight shots.
Straight only.
No, I got to slow down and start eating right if I want to still do this. Had a lot of pizza today.
You really would like to not be a widow?
I'm 59. I've already had a good time. Pizza is 1 layer of the carbs, and then topping calzones is 2 layers of carbs. Time in between. Breakfast pizza makes more sense. Laser Weld, you can remove it and put it back with just a light that comes with it. What? Get out of here.
No, I ain't buying it. He's jerking us around.
Another Black Widow. I seen that. I don't know yet. I have to still mess around on YouTube, but there's a couple, like, I think we did make one time Greek yogurt.
See, that wasn't so bad. The Greek yogurt.
Pizza crust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Greek yogurt pizza crust, something supposed to not be bad for you. Heather made the crust. It actually was fine.
You were getting fatigued with it.
Wasn't fatigued.
Yes, you were.
I was a little caught off guard.
No, it was all in your head.
It was in my mouth. There's also cauliflower pizza crust, but she said no. There's keto pizza crust. No.
Did you taste anything keto? It tastes like it came out of the toilet.
Oh, jeez.
Yuck.
Let me see. I have an epoxy. Comes smelly, a D-light flashlight that hardens with epoxy in seconds. I don't know. Because if I go, oh, man, and then he's going to nail me.
He's going to say something stupid.
I got to, hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy? I'm on yet another 12-hour midnight shift watching you in a crane try to stay warm. You down in Pittsburgh tonight, Chris? I imagine. I think I sent you a picture of the one night when I was in Pittsburgh 5-6 months ago, that one crane, because I didn't know what kind of cranes you were in, and this thing was really high. I was like, ugh. It was nice seeing you. It really was, seeing you and Candy. It was great.
Oh, that's Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, I was confused.
She got confused. No, he's in his crane. He's actually at work in his crane watching us. But, oh, yeah, that's right. He just went into work a little bit ago, maybe.
Oh, that's
but his Beetle's nice. Beautiful. Just start grinding your own flour. So much more nutritional benefits.
I don't even know where to begin with that.
Yeah, never tried that yet, in all honesty.
Don't I need like a wheat field?
No, maybe small one. Getting told to stay off the tool truck a lot lately. Oh yeah, the tool truck can get bad. I'm glad I don't even do that no more, because it took a lot of my paycheck. I know it's real tool. It's like the dental epoxy, but for the garage or craft room. Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about, number one. Who carries that? Because I know what you're saying. That made sense. That's called 3-second fix or 5-second fix. And thank you, Bob. Yeah, if everyone can smash the like button, we have 52 people, but we only have 30 likes.
Oh,
So if you can
you guys aren't
please,
enjoying yourselves.
please hit the like button. It helps the algorithm a lot. Also, another laser weld and Lowe's. I was just at Lowe's tonight trying to find a wallpaper brush, and I couldn't find one. They didn't even sell them for some reason, but they sell wallpaper. No, you can buy the wheat. Just need a small mill. It takes 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
I need to try.
I'm going to
Something.
do that.
Yeah, she probably will. We always said we were going to start jarring or canning. I don't know what you call it really, but we never did, unfortunately.
It's only the two of us now, so it's like
Yeah, because
I don't know,
Heather's.
I just freeze everything.
We're starting to dump a lot of food now. We've got to.
I can't
slow
learn
down.
how to make small amounts.
Wheat is legal in Canada. Wasn't wheat legal everywhere?
Huh?
I don't know. He said that for a reason. I don't know. I'm not sure what he meant by that. Enjoy your vids. Always learning something. Thank you, Barney. And thank you for coming in here. I appreciate that. Truthfully, we were going to do the canning and jarring. We never got onto that. But now we're throwing so much food out because Heather cooked for 6 people all the time. 4 kids, me and her. And now that all the kids moved out, they're adults, she can't get used to cooking small portions. So we end up throwing stuff out a lot. So
How do you make spaghetti and meatballs with a small portion?
Yeah,
Or
I know.
lasagna?
Well, the last time I made a big vat of, if that's a good word, of homemade sauce. And you did separate it up and froze it in packets, which helped, You can even find the flour mills at secondhand stores. Hit me up. I know all the tricks of canning. I might do that, Misty, in all honesty. I can move down for winter and the nest is feeling empty.
I'm redoing the upstairs room that my daughter left.
Oh, you're doing it. Oh, thank God. I don't have to do all that plaster work tomorrow.
You're doing the plaster, and I'm filming it. I'm making it a Victorian
Lily, put that
goth
down.
room. You guys will love it.
Daniel, I'm upgrading my generator to a 90 amp alternator, but I need to change the gauge of the wires. The service rep from Jaysbug says it isn't needed. What have you done? Heidi said, wait. That's my Heidi girl. When I switched over from generator, I'm sorry, to an alternator, I ran a brand new wire through, and I can't remember the gauge. Crap. Because I literally got aggravated because I had to stop what I was doing and leave. Lily, go lay down. And I did, Daniel. I just can't remember the gauge. Somebody chime in if you can. It was a really heavy gauge because I even stopped at Advance and they're like, nope, we don't have any. Then I had to run to Lowe's. I forget the gauge, but I did upgrade the wire. Was it the same size as my generator wire? I don't know because somebody already ripped it apart and I didn't get to see what existed. But if I was you, I would replace that wire running in there anyhow because it's probably old, maybe a little bit dry rotted, Daniel. Somebody had to chime in, Misty. I can't remember the gauge of the wire, to be honest with you. I really can't. 10 gauge? I can't remember now. Heidi said, wait. Oh my God, Heather, I can't wait to see.
Me too.
She's going to be filming it for her channel. So
Yeah.
anyone using MSD box with Cadron or Weber carbs? So let me know if anybody's seen what Vintage 76 just said. And so your own wheat is code for growing your own supply instead of selling your own oats. So your own wheat when you settle down and have a garden. We don't do that gardening stuff. We have Walmart. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys keep saying stuff to me. Everybody keeps doing this to me. And then when I start using, I was saying for a while, what was the term I was saying? And my son was like, don't say that.
Oh, she said the one day, we were all sitting at the table having dinner together. And I don't know why she said this. She was just kidding around. She goes, I feel like I'm always chasing a dragon. And my son was eating and went, don't say that around people. What is wrong with you? It means
that was a drug thing.
Yeah, she didn't know. He must have heard it somewhere and repeated it. When she said it around me, I didn't really think nothing of it. I was just like, oh, okay. But that's wheat. in Canada is legal. Oops, wait, I missed. Oh, wait, hey, Amish could probably hook you up. We don't have none of the Amish near us, although I've seen a couple workers lately doing roofing and stuff near us. But daughter, I'm single. You need a son-in-law with free health care. I don't suggest 90 amps. They run hot. You need the dual fan style, and the wire for a 75 amp is normal, just new. I'm staying with my generator, but I'm weird like that. Plus, I got a couple NOS ones that were still in the box from 100 years ago. But I don't run big amplifiers or anything crazy. You know what I mean? Hope to see some members at Circle Your Wagons. Hey, Kevin, by the way, I'm making an announcement for Tuesday's video for that. And tell me if I'm pronouncing this right. Sevierville, Tennessee. Sevierville?
Sevierville.
You sound like you had a British accent when you did that.
I always talk British.
My daughter sounds like she has a Southern accent, and she's never even been South. But
I call Oliver.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I like that.
Oh,
Oliver.
We see Sevierville. But I'm going to be announcing that actually on Tuesday's video. And Greg, watched your video about lowering bugs. Just wondering how hard adjustable beam install is 1 to 5. What do you mean by 1 to 5, Greg? I don't know what you meant by that. I'm trying to guess what you meant. 1 to 5. I mean, putting a adjustable beam. If you watch my video on the last video I did on beam install, it's the same thing. There's no difference in it. I just don't know what you meant by 1 to 5. You almost have the best magic mushroom. Tell you what the oh, my screen just jumped. I like that Amish pie, but she don't want me to eat it. That shoe fly pie.
It's not Amish.
Yeah, it is. Isn't shoe
I don't
fly?
think it's Amish.
Shoe fly pie. That was made by the Amish. Why doing this to me? I like Southern girls are tough and tender. You pronounce it right the first time. Sevierville. Because I'm going to be announcing that on Tuesday's video, which I'm editing actually tomorrow. Wait, what's tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's Monday. I did a video today, and I have to insert it in there so nobody forgets about that show. Rate install difficulty. Oh, okay, Greg. Honestly, just like if you watch that video of me installing the beam, it's the same with narrowed beam, adjustable beam. It don't matter. I'll be doing another one soon for certain reasons, but another installation video. You'll see. It'll make sense when you see it. It'll be like a 2-3 part series, but no, on a beam install, it's easy. It's very, very easy. So, I mean, whether it's narrowed, adjustable, non-adjustable, drop spindles on it, it's all going to install the same. It won't be hard at all. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Install. Okay, you're pronouncing it correctly. Dolly Parton, the mountains are big there. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Just making sure. Okay. I put on 600 miles since my 64 restored. I had 2 bright light switches and condenser go bad already. Parts the best I can find are not worth the money. You know what, Kentucky? A lot of the parts now, it's been tricky over the years compared to when we were young. A lot has actually changed. Rating 1 to 5. If I can install a narrow beam, anyone can. Greg, you know what you're doing, buddy. I'm talking a backyard combi.
Is it really, Misty? Wow, it is. You were right.
Well, the reason I said that is
I've made it so many times. I didn't know it was Amish.
Yeah. Great grandpa Jabashaba was Amish, and
you didn't have any great grandpa that was Amish.
I could have.
I thought it was Dutch.
No, but it's really sweet. Didn't you make it once for me?
I've made it a few times.
Oh,
over 30 years, I've made it probably 3 or 4 times.
It was. Oh, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Unsubscribe from her channel right now, everybody.
I'm telling them what we got today.
No, don't do that.
It is a.
Hey, don't do that.
It is a. You guys want to know?
No. No, the shoe fly pie is good, but
So
I agree
sweet.
with you. It is. What's it consist of? Like sugar and molasses?
It's just molasses and everything.
It is good though.
Everything's sweet.
New wiring harness says they're compatible with 6 and 12 volts. Question: still using 6-volt starter or swapping to 12 volts? The flywheel tooth count on the flywheel bulbs. Wire harness. Oh, Lily, come on. I actually, what I like using as a starter, I know this is kind of out in left field. I like using the semi-automatic starters. They have so much more torque. It just, I don't know, I like them. You're welcome, Greg. Honestly, it's easy. It really is. Just be careful under the car, lifting the beam up and down. But Greg, Backyard Combi, as you see in here, if you check his channel out, he got a really nice beam. I forget where he got that from now, but it is really, really nice. I have something coming up with a, come on, Lily. I got something coming up with
Back up.
a beam. I'll hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be able to show you what I mean. I don't want to really say right now, but you'll see. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, Greg, you're not going to have a problem. It will just go the same as what you watched me do. It really isn't a big deal. The Amish have lots and lots of two things: missing teeth, and cow and horse and bull manure. And they have very clean animals that grow the craziest mushrooms. They're curing OTSD up here. I mean, Amish and Mennonites, I don't know if they're the same. I'm not sure. I'm not making fun of anybody. It's not my goal. That they were here doing our neighbor's roof and porch roof or something. I forget what they were doing, but I said to her, "Oh, you got the Amish to do it." She said, "No, I got the Mennonites." So I didn't know there was, a difference. They appeared the same to me, and I don't make fun of people. I don't believe in that crap, but I didn't know. But wow, could they work? Oh. Their craftsmanship was amazing. I swear, this one guy's forearms was bigger than my thighs. I thought, imagine like pissing that guy off and him punching you or something, But let me see here. I got behind. Says it right, Slade, and I had planned on being at COW show, but something else came up and can't make it. Yeah, I'm going to be announcing the show for Kevin on Tuesday's video. I'd already planned on it. I try not to announce shows like a month in advance because if people are anything like me, then, they forget by then. But honestly, I just put that show up, V-Dubs by the Bay. That went up Friday. And that looked like a nice show in Maryland. He was nice enough to send me she's just laying there, the photos from it. And that's why I did a video on it. I like trying to promote VW shows because then people think, well, I didn't get there, but next year, I'll check it out then. Slade, did you show Heather that vintage hair pick? No, I didn't even think about it, Dave, to tell you the truth. I'd have to sign off and get into my phone to show you. I forgot about it. I picked up my Halloween costume today. Simple shirt that says, "This is my Halloween costume." There you go, Dylan. Not too much thought process when somebody looks at it. I've actually seen it. So do I have to tune into Heather's Haven to learn more about my future friends?
Yep. So make sure you stay a member of my channel.
Yeah, I think what I look forward to, this is going to sound really stupid, but we got a lot more done this year in the house. And I know it don't get a lot of views, and I don't care. It's more quality than quantity. But I like when we do our Christmas video, walk through the house and all that. It's my favorite time of the year.
I got to do my Halloween video.
Yeah.
I just can't decide what I want to be this year.
Oh, the Halloween.
I'm a witch every year. I was going to be a devil this year.
Oh, great. Well, the Halloween video's on your channel. We do the Christmas cottage video on my channel. I know it's weird, but
yeah, I know Misty PA Dutch is Amish.
Yeah, it is. Vintage 76.
But there's a lot of us that have Dutch in us that aren't Amish, or that aren't living like the Amish. I don't know how that works.
The only Amish food I ever ate was the bread where you split the yeast kind of thing. Eric Weld beam. That's right, Greg. I couldn't remember what it called. That's a nice looking beam. I'm sure it wasn't cheap though. I think Eric Weld's a little pricey. Eric Weld. But anyhow, that is a nice beam. I seen it and was like, wow. I like your wheels. I can't wait to see your driving video. But I know you are doing with that master right now. I'm looking forward to you and Clinton taking a ride in it, and he's going to be excited. Slade, could you do an oil bath air cleaner video cleaning and adding oil? Actually, it's funny you brought that up, Kevin. Excuse me. I got heartburn really bad. Probably die right on film here. That'd be embarrassing. I pulled out, I can't even say today. Something I brought here. I pulled out 2 oil baths that were inside of it. And then I have another one in the garage. Of course, none of them fit my 68, which I'm running dual 40s probably. But I even looked at it today and thought I had to do the oil bath air cleaner for the following video, not this Tuesday, but the following. So funny you brought that up, Kevin. I'm going to be stripping one down, cleaning it up, etching primer, repaint. I need to order a sticker. I want one of them stickers. I'll order from Wolfsburg probably tomorrow and then add the oil. I can't obviously put on a motor right now. Well, yeah, I can. I have a motor in the garage with a Solex on it. So yes, I can. After that long description, Grape said, I think Mennonites are less strict. And welcome in, Grape. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, I didn't know there was a difference, and I don't like ever putting anybody down or making fun of. I'm not like that. Well, most of you know me, but I didn't know. I just says, oh, you had Amish people, and she corrected me. She says, that's Mennonites. So I didn't know. But wow, they did some great work. I was really, really pleased with the outcome of what they did for my neighbor. I was just asking Australia on his 12-volt question. Okay, Keith. And there we go. Do you prefer photos or video from shows to make video of? Truthfully, I prefer video. Long as the phone's turned, here we'll steal Heather's phone, sideways, where the video is widescreen. Because a couple times I'll get them where people film like that, and then it's got the black bars and it's this skinny bit. I prefer videos. If somebody overtakes, the photos, that's fine. I think Sean sent me 200 of them from this past Friday's video, and that's the V-Dubs by the Bay. I prefer the videos because I think people enjoy those more, and that's why I say just tell me, send them to my Google Drive. I'll edit them and do all that work because I think it's worth it, for people to see these shows that maybe can't make it, for certain reasons. Main difference is one uses technology and the other don't typically. A few other things also, but that's a big one. I was always curious about their lifestyle, some of them, because I don't think they have televisions and certain things, do they? Or I could be wrong. I could be stupid to it. You see, Musty got a 74 Carmen. No, I didn't see that, Keith. Really? Okay, I'll have to catch up on that. I was watching Jason's video yesterday, but I didn't catch up with Musty's. That's weird. Did you hear the rumor I'm starting about Slade and Heather wearing Bob and Linda costumes from Bob's Burgers? I don't even know who they are. We must not have them around here. Vintage 76 said 72 Gia. Are you talking about Musty's Vintage 76? I'll have to check out tonight. That'll be my bedtime show, is watching Musty. You guys do some great Christmas decorations. Thanks, Dave. That's Heather. She takes out a whole week and decorates the whole cottage from the front to the back, up and down. And she says, that's it. This is the last year I'm going to do this. I'm getting older. And then she does it again next year. So we liked on a Christmas tour at Christmas time. I think that all that goes on in the world, sometimes we need that little bit of break from everything and just a little bit of happiness, Heather listened zombie for Halloween. She left the room. I'm not telling her. I think she's feeding Lily, and that's odd because it's a little bit late, but I heard food hitting the bowl. I plan to do Christmas lights on Lucy's roof rack like I did last year. I think I do remember that, Dylan. Kevin, cleaning the oil bath was very easy. The hardest part was taking it off. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do a restoration, Alita, on a couple oil baths because I have way too many, and I'll probably throw them up on Samba Classifieds or somewhere. Who knows? I always take stuff that I have extra and flip the money back into the project to help, keep everything going on the channel. Your answer now, Dutch, not Pennsylvania Dutch. The AD are liberals. AD, 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 AD. Oh, Amsterdam Dutch. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know there were so many differences with some of them, like there is. I had no idea. Slade, you need carbs. Have a sell on carbs and GT. No, I don't need no heads. I got head. I don't know what heads are on the motor he's sending. They're big valve heads. Can't remember where they're from now, to be honest with you. Wanted to go with, 34s on a 1904, but I was told don't do that. I have to have 40 IDFs, that the 34s aren't big enough. I think the 34s are more user friendly. And I think Andy told me that Dennis had ran them on a 1915 or something. I can't remember what Andy told me the other day. Misty said, let me back up here. Other listen, zombie for Halloween.
Are you being a zombie?
I think she meant you when you said you didn't know what to be. I'm thinking we are just about to kick off show season here in Florida, dropping down to the low 90s. Dave, it's going to be freezing down there.
We're like hitting.
Neil said he just ordered an air cleaner sticker from West Coast Metric. Hey, Neil, how you doing? And yeah, either Wolfsburg or West Coast, they have a lot of them factory stickers, which are really cool. I want to get some for my fan shroud too on my car, even though it's not going to be stock. I'll try to video circle your wagons. I'm not real good with the GoPro yet. Maybe you can give me some pointers. Yeah, Darren, I'll shoot you a message. That way you can just give me a call and we'll talk on the phone when you get a chance. And, we can go over a couple of things. That'd be great. I'd be really happy to post that. I love posting the car shows. And yeah, I thought Vintage 76, I thought that's who you were talking about. I'll tune in tonight when I get off of here because Jason and Musty and all them. I mean, Jason and I talk literally on the phone. He's such a good guy. And of course, he's good friends with Musty too. PA Dutch have German roots.
Yeah, that's why I'm Dutch.
You Dutch? How you know?
Because I know I'm Dutch.
What if you're not? What if your family lied?
They could have.
Listen, zombie for Halloween.
Why do you want me to be a zombie so bad? Well, I kind of am a zombie, but.
No, you're not. Have you ever gotten your VW's birthstick from Westburg Museum? I never did number one. I myself have never ordered one. Me of all people that tell people, hey, do this and do that. I should do it. So I'll get one for the 68. I probably should. I don't know how much they are now. I think the price went up, but you told me to do that before to get the original birth certificate. I got to find that website again. I think I have a 68 NOS oil bath air filter assembly. Oh man, Vintage 76. I'll be running dual carbs though. I'm excited about this motor. I'm just not thrilled with the IDFs. I think they look like they're a bunch of crap to deal with. Were the 34s, and I see Misty just said dual 34s are on every 1914 we rebuild, run like a beast and user friendly. They just seem very easy to deal with. I had the Weber 34s on my 72, and that was a 1600. But man, I just, boom, I jetted, put them together, synced them, and that car ran really, really nice. Mm-hmm. It did. The IDFs, I have that brand new set. They just seem like a pain in the butt to deal with, but that's probably just me. Okay, yeah, Darren, I'll shoot you a message when we get off of here so we can get on the phone and talk this week and get it all hooked up and straightened out. That'd be great. And the community appreciates that, trust me. And Raul, I'm talking the jack of all trades. Hey, Slade, look for the oil bath air cleaner video. I've always had the aftermarket air cleaners. Yeah, I'll definitely do one. I was asked to do it before, and I forgot about it until I grabbed something today, and it had 2 more oil bath air cleaners in it, which were a little rare. They're more of a rare air cleaner. I'll show Tuesday's video. Yes, I ordered the birth certificate. I want to order one for the 68, to be honest with you. I've never ordered one yet. I tell other people to do it. I never have. Bob's Burgers, Bob and Linda. I don't know who that is, but I guess we don't have him here on the East Coast. Because my buddy sends me stickers once in a while. Johnny, we're always sending each other parts back and forth. Although he sends me other stuff, which is really nice of him. Like, he's a super guy. And he sends me stickers of In and Out. And we don't have that here either at all. We have McDonald's. I don't like eating there though. He wasn't going to tell you. That's why I reposted. Because she said zombie when you're out of the room. I'm like, I'm not telling her. If you run dual carbs, you can use a pair of 12 oil bath cleaners. I didn't know that. I had no idea, in all honesty. I have birth certificate for my 76 Tucker, not cheap now. Yeah, you know what, Vintage? I was on that website not too long ago, so I must have it bookmarked. And I remember seeing the price, you know, after I converted it, and I was like, holy crap. But I guess it's something I'll only get once. You know, I see my dog back behind my shoulder.
She's watching herself on TV.
Lily, do you look good on TV? You like that? But I don't know. I think I'd like one. Does it take real long to receive once you send the information? Adam, what is up, brother? Talking to Adam right there. I just noticed your videos today in my Google Drive. I didn't know you uploaded them, so I downloaded them, and I'll be editing this week. Hey, Slade, Bob's Burgers is a cartoon. Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Well, I didn't know that either.
Well, I'm not eating there.
I'm not watching it.
I have no idea. I don't have any issues with the 40 HPMX carbs. Bolt on and go to. We build specific engines with specific cars. Margin we're building pretty much. Hate messing with carbs for 2 hours. Stop it. She's in a bad mood tonight. Lily, cut it out. I asked Randy, the guy that built the motor, the 1904, I says about running a single IDF, and he said, no, don't do that. I mean, I guess I could, but the dual 34s seem really easy to deal with. I've dealt with them before, and I've never had an issue, but I wanted to run a single because I'm being lazy and just figure I slap a single on, tune it, and be done, you know.
Thank you.
Oh, Alita, Heather, I like your coffee cup. I got my birth certificate in about a month. Oh, that isn't bad, Keith. Give or take a few months. Okay. I didn't know how long that would take.
How much does it cost now?
Yeah, vintage 76, apparently.
I know. I was going to ask him, but you were talking.
Yeah. Let me see. I say, oh, crap. No worries on the upload. Yeah, I just went in today. Melissa had sent me a message and said she uploaded some videos for me. She did a self-interview. And when I went in, I have a folder there for you. And I looked and I'm like, oh, crap. I didn't know you loaded there. I was able to mask off the stamping on my 40 horse Obat and then paint the rest of it. It cleared all the time in the end. Oh, cool, Kentucky. I never really ran the oil baths. I did years ago when I was a tiny tot, but I haven't ran one like in a really long time. Okay, I really like my single 40. Wait, I missed hers. Never a single, always duals. And dual 34s are like running 2 stock carbs, just easy to keep running. Yeah, truthfully, Misty, when I ran my 34 Webers, they were easy, which I wouldn't pay that much now. It's crazy what they want, but they were easy to deal with. I had them on in no time flat on our 72, tuned and out the door. I think there's a video of me pulling out of the driveway. It's that yellow one with the primer all over it. I really like my single 40. I watched Easy Jeezy, a couple of his films on a single IDF, and him messing with them a lot. Looking for the link, but it was $100 plus.
Wow.
Vintage 76 over $100.
That's ridiculous.
I think those birth certificates are up to 90 now. We're all across the board here.
Why? Why though? Why
Well,
do they need to charge so much?
Yeah, but you're talking, that's Germany.
I don't care.
It's going to Germany, then they have to unsolve those, do all the work.
No.
9?
I'm going to have to call them up.
9. My only issue with customers and dual carbs is people losing hardware. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Don't get me wrong. These 40 IDFs that company sent me, they're the no-name. Literally, there is no stampings. There's nothing on it. The castings were clean. They're really nice and smooth. The dollar is weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. That is the truth. I don't know where this country's headed, but it is what it is. I try to keep positive. It's crazy. The last one I got was $70, but that was pre-COVID. Yeah, now everything's so out of control. I was looking up some body panels today. That is swelling up. And it's, I don't know. I remember a couple years ago looking up body panels for something, and everything is out of control. It really is. I don't see no end to this, but I won't get into that on here because that's not what we want to talk about on here. But hopefully things start to get better in the future in about a year. It's a long ways off. Even the interest rates and everything is up. I got a couple credit card statements and was like, what the hell's going on here? And I looked, and Heather, of course, is more observant than I am. And they raised our interest rates real high on our credit cards. So it is what it is, you know.
That's why I pay them off and get rid of them.
Did you read this super long short story I wrote you last night about PA style? Wink, wink. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I don't think I got the whole thing down, number one. I still got to do my emails and go through them. But I always do tenders first at the top. But I will reread and check it, though. I can't remember if I did, though. I would remember. This is hell getting older. They were free at one time. Then they were 30 for a long time. Even 70 is too much.
I agree.
Yeah.
It is too much.
I'll probably still get one just for the novelty of it, you know.
They know you're going to do that. They know.
Yeah,
they know.
I know. It's IDF have roller bearings and a throttle shaft. Other carbs don't and wear out. The you know what, Vintage? I was watching somebody. Hi, Alvin. How are you? I was watching somebody the other night, and they did a no-name IDF, well, a Chinese IDF or whatever. I don't know who they were. It wasn't like a common YouTube channel, but some guy, that was what he said. He had taken off of the cheap knockoff IDFs like I got, he had taken the throttle shaft bearings out and changed them. He bought some different ones on Amazon that were better roller bearing ones or something. So it's kind of funny you brought that up. Probably changing the throttle shaft bearings to a little bit better ones, maybe some Weber style ones and a Weber kit for them, because the castings are nice. They really are. But I see so many complaints about constantly having to mess with them all the time. I don't know the truth behind that with IDFs, but constantly having to mess with them. The idle jets getting clogged up. I'm trying to eliminate any type of aggravation so we can just enjoy the car this coming spring and go for rides and go to shows without like going, you know. But I know my 34s from a 40 IDF versus channel's great about the IDF, great channel. Yeah, I can't remember who it was, Vintage. I can't remember. But going from 34s, dual 34s versus the 40 IDFs, if it's not a huge horsepower decrease, I'd like the 34s. I just don't know the difference, you know, how much I would notice that way. Hey, good night, Darren.
Good night, Darren.
I'll shoot you a message before I go to bed tonight. Just give me a scream when you can this week. But I appreciate it. I hope you have a great week, brother. I only run duals on Gias or Type 3s, single 2 barrels on a Beetle. Yeah, a lot of people do run the singles. I'm trying to catch up. Saw the same vid on the IDF bearings. I think he changed his channel name since I saw it. Otto, I cannot remember who it was, but he actually, Daily Driven, I don't know. I can't remember because it was one of them random ones that just came up after a video went off. It went to the next one, and I can't remember, but he was showing the bearings. I think he said he got them from Amazon, and he said there was a huge difference in them. So that the cheap IDFs, I call them no-name Chinese. There's literally no names on mine at all. No numbers or nothing. He said you want to change those out. So when he went to Amazon, I don't know what he punched in where he knew he was getting good, you know, roller bearings. I call them roller bearings, ball bearings. My last 1914 was running a single Ray IDA Weber. Was a cool setup. I don't know about running the single big boys because so many people said they had troubles with it spitting and coughing and choking, and I don't know. But Maureen just came into the room. Yeah, it's funny you brought that up, Dylan. Heather was looking today at some Persians online until I realized it was a cat farm or whatever you call them. I don't know what you call them. How there's puppy mills. It was a cat thing. I
either want a Persian or a Siamese.
I like the Siamese. We had one years ago. They were amazing. You lose some of the top end with 34s. big valve heads. That's why he suggested IDFs. They hold stronger on the top end. 34s do good up to about 45. Well, you know what, Misty, to be honest with you, I think because I try to be careful with stuff now, and you said the 34s do good up to 4,500 RPM, then I may be perfectly fine because I really don't typically go over 4,000 RPM. I try to be careful. Although I was told my shift range on this would be up to 5,500. I can't remember. I really don't remember, in all honesty. 40s seem better on engines that have expensive heads or really ported and polished heads. 34 should be fine for the amount of air you're pushing through. Engine 40s might just waste your gas in your car. Well, see, that's the thing, number one. These are a larger valved head, but they're nothing fancy. They just have larger valves. They aren't ported, polished, nothing. Now, if they were Panchito heads, I really wanted a set of Panchito heads. Damn it. But I didn't get them. Maybe next time around. But these are big valve heads, but that's it. There's nothing fancy other than that. So I'm thinking 34s might be easier. Daily Driven Bug Channel. Vintage 76. I'll check it out and subscribe to it because it just was one of them ones that came on after a video ended. It went to the next and it caught my attention because a lot of times I use the TV for background noise. I think you do that too. Mm-hmm. So I really didn't catch the name, but you're probably right. But I remember him holding up that encased little bearing, and he said, get these from Amazon. And I think he said they're in my description and all that. I want a British short hair cat, but I don't know if Maureen would approve. If Maureen's a little bit older, yeah, it might be tough to bring another one in all honesty. I like the Siamese. We had one forever, and she was awesome. She was a wedge head, kind of looked like an Egyptian style cats. I don't know. She had the wedge narrow head. She was so cool. I miss her. Let me see. Yeah, 34s love air. The more air they move, the more they love it. Might just have to jet up 1, 2 on the main for a bigger head. But they do pull. What's wrong?
Because it said my package was delivered.
Look on the porch real good then. But the 2 pull all the way to there. Yeah, I mean, the 34s, to me, I think would probably be fine instead of me messing with these IDFs. I mean, and I think when I got my 34s years ago, because it's been a while, I got them through that aircold.net or something. I think they closed down from what I understand, or I could be wrong. It was like an extra $40 or something at the time. And they said, where do you live? I told them, and they jetted them and did everything. You know what I mean? So I was like, cool. And they really ran good. Was it out there? No. Uh-oh. Jawberry did a video on matching IDF entry size, the intake valve size, and formative and good. Thanks, Otto. I appreciate that. I just don't know if I'm going to run the IDFs. I'm still debating back and forth. You know what I mean? Thanks, Misty. I'll look into that. I just don't know. He said, give the IDF a chance. Yeah, Vintage 76 is... I know he's right. I should give them a chance. My buddy got lucky. I think he bought Weber's. Yeah, I think Randall might have bought Weber's. He lives right up about a half hour from me. On his 1600, he didn't even take them apart, clean them or nothing. He literally got lucky. He bolted them on his car, synced them, and has been driving it ever since. I don't know how that happened, but I guess he got lucky. But then again, I don't think he's put a lot of miles on it or read his plugs or anything. So, but yeah, the IDFs I have, there is no numbers, no name, anything, nothing on them. Is that out there, hon?
Yeah. Stuck it in the stupid mailbox.
Amazon did? I'm sorry, folks. A what, babe?
Yeah.
They're not allowed in the mailbox.
Well, they did. Lazy.
Sorry about that. I was trying to see something Heather said. But yeah, Vintage, he slammed a set of IDFs right on his 1600, balanced them and ran them and never had an issue. So the price range is from $59.95 to €129.95. Keith, I got behind, so I'm so sorry. I don't know what you meant. Are you talking about the birth certificate, Keith? night, guys. Love being part of the community. Thank you, Alita. Thank you for being part of the community. I hope you have a great day tomorrow, my friend. And thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I really do. Yep, we're down to 41 people. Oh, okay, Keith. I'm talking to dog, Keith. Okay, I thought that's what you were doing there. I don't know what the deal is with the birth certificate. Like, I guess they're just running your VIN number and they go, okay, this is everything about your car. Because I always used to tell other people, get that. That's really cool to have for your car. And I never got one. Good for giving out advice. That's all. You know, I was always too cheap to order one. But I probably should give the IDFs a chance. I can't. Let me see if I can show you a photo here, and you'll see why I should give this a chance. I'll try to do this. Let me see here. Oh, give me 1 second. Be patient. Don't push me around. Where's it at? Here is what's coming, hopefully. Ugh, where's the picture at? Hang tight. I'll find it any second. I see the screen jumping, so people are posting, and I'm fooling around because I have a picture to show you. Really? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Let me try to do this. Oh, crap. Okay. Can you see that? He already put the intake manifolds on. So this is already set up. It was cam break-in with a single carb. And he put these intakes on, I guess, to surprise me because he had showed me that before it shipped out. So the engine actually went to somewhere in California. I forget now, the other day. And they had called me and said, hey, you know, we need money to ship it, the sponsor. So I sent them like $445 PayPal. And then they also said we need a credit card for a backup in case it goes higher. So I hope I don't have any weird surprises from a sponsored motor with $1,000 shipping or something. I'll have a meltdown. But showing you that the intakes, that's why it's set up. I just need the bell crank linkage or hex bar or whatever, and I'm pretty much there. So, you know, what would help you fine-tune dual carbs would be have a Baja or Dune Buggy car to drive around. Yeah, and you know what? I wanted to do a lot of times I don't even put my my deck lid on half the time. You leaving? Oh, Heather just left. I don't even put my deck lid on the first week like I did with my 34s. I just kind of like drove it all over the place with no hood in the back. Even the police never pulled me over. I guess they just figured, screw it. Daily Driven VW has great series on China clothes. I'm going to have to tune into that channel because that must be who I seen that said about the bearings. So he didn't like the Chinese clones, so he ordered some bearings from Amazon and put them on. So I'll have to check into that. Daily Driven. Okay, I'll check into it for sure. I mean, I'm just being a big baby about it. Once I get them on there and get them tuned, I'll probably be really happy with them. Daily Driven is okay. No birth certificate here. Born in Deutschland, naturalized in U.S. Yeah, I've never even had. Oh, you mean you? Okay, Otto. My brain went everywhere else. Daily Driven has a Type 4 engine in his Bug. Oh, I didn't know that. I may have watched his channel and not even realized, you know what I mean? Yeah, James, it is a nice motor. Beings, the intakes are already on her. I already have the carbs. I just need some linkage. So I should probably go ahead and quit being a baby about it and just do it. It's nice because told the original paint, seat material, engine serial number, if original. It does not give the original engine serial number. That might be due to unlisted serial number. Yeah, I didn't know actually what. I'm sure people have put pictures up of their certificates, but I never paid attention to really what was on them. You know, the 68, I probably will keep that forever. Well, I'm a little older now, so we'll see how long. until one of my kids end up with it. I'm trying to hurry now since I'm be 60 next year. And I would like to, Adam, good night, brother. I hope you have a great week, my friend. And thank you for chipping in on the self-interview video. I appreciate that. I actually would like to have 4 vintage cars before I'm gone so that each of my kids can have one. So trying to do everything I can, you know, with the vehicles. Buy once, cry once. Yeah, that's about it. And let me see here. Abe, I was given a 77 Westy bus, needs rockers and corners. Abe, it'll be worth you doing, and welcome aboard. Thanks for being in here. A bus is worth doing. I don't know if I'll ever even get to do a bus. They're so expensive now. It's any bus I ever see is just crazy price. So congrats to you. I'm trying to figure out Lucy's original with a birth certificate. And Keith said, I'll make a copy of mine and email you to show you what I received. Thanks, Keith. I appreciate that. I like to see one. I never paid attention. CSP or CB linkage will do. Okay, I'll have to check into vintage. Like I said, I think I was trying to look for easy, you know, with just running 34s or whatever, but I do already have the 40 IDFs. I do have the manifolds, intakes. So I really just need linkage, but I'm going to need jets for it and everything, though, because it's going to need jetted for my area, so to speak, and the size motor. I forget. I think there was F11s, 115s. I can't remember now. And I just did that video, too. That's the bad part. Oh, there you go, Abe. Yeah, the buses are a hot item. I just seen a 60 or a 61 bus. Yeah, they were F11s, Misty, for sale for like 10 grand near me. Has a title though, and it needed a lot of work. So I mean, it's amazing what some of these buses go for now. From what I have seen, any bus under 10,000 needs a lot of work. Otto, I was just saying that too. Yeah, Samba has photos of certificates. Oh, I didn't know that, vintage. I used to sit on the Samba constantly, and then in their archives, you know, looking through stuff. And now doing the YouTube channel and the website and filming, it's like I never lost interest with the Samba. That to me is like the best place on the internet, but I just haven't been on as much now because of time frame for me, and of course living life too. I don't have no life. What's your go-to tire sizes for budget ME style, and where do you shop for tires? Everybody can chip in on that because I haven't had to buy tires for a couple of years. I'm going to try to run, depending on this beam I may get, I'm going to try to squeeze 165s under the front still. I don't know. And I'm going to run a 205 60-15 in the back because it's the same diameter as a 165 80. So not changing the diameter is a good thing for the gear ratio. I hope that made sense. It'll honestly be a little wider, obviously, from 165 to, 205, though. I love that Samba still runs on docks. And really? That's cool. It runs on DOS. I like the Samba. I remember clear back in like 2000 or 2001, or I can't remember when I first got on the Samba. Oh, geez. I just literally sat on her constantly, just posting and looking around. I think it's awesome, and it's been up forever. I remember you had real 40 IDFs that you sold. Wow, Vintage, you remember that? How did you remember that? That was a couple years ago, wasn't it? I think I had some Webers or something. We were cleaning out a garage up over the hill from me, and I believe they came off a Porsche or something, or I can't remember now what the deal was because the intakes were goofy. Because I ended up with an exhaust system or something strange. You have a better memory than me, Vintage, because 2019. Wow. I can't remember what the deal was. I guess they were big Webbers or something. I don't know how you remember that because I'm having a hard time. But they sold like in the same day or so. I mean, I'm exaggerating that they sold fast, you know. But let me catch up here. People was like, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "See your orders and orders incoming," and it's us building. I've seen anything outside on here? Yeah, nothing. It's I listen to Slade while cooking dinner. Type 4. Is that what that was? Vintage? Because I can't remember. It looked odd to me, the exhaust system and everything. You know what I mean? But we cleaned out a garage up over the hill and there was just all kind of weird parts. And I'm like, he's like, I'm throwing this stuff in the trash. I'm like, we'll throw this in the trash. And I remember taking them and flipping them to make money for the project then. No, I seen recently the price of carburetors because I really didn't pay much attention for a while because I've been doing other stuff. And I seen, well, the prices and everything went through the roof, but I seen dual carbs when I did the 72 Beetle. Now we are going back like 10 years, I think, somewhere around there. And I did the dual 34 Webers. I paid the extra 40, $50 at air cooled to get them jetted for my altitude, blah, blah, blah. And altogether, it was like $300 or something for everything, literally everything, the whole setup kit done. And now it's crazy where the prices have gone. I don't even price Webers no more. I don't mess around pricing them. I run 196.15s on all four corners. And sorry, my camera alarm went off on the side porch. And is that you by the door? Oh, Heather left the dog out. I'm sorry, folks. 194 is all four corners, 194 golf. They're awesome. Slight Tara. Okay. And who turns full lock? Did you use what tire size they gave you to work out the gear ratio? I used that tire calculator, whatever it was called. That's all I did so far, you know, is hey, what's up, fixing bugs and stuff? I did that tire calculator thing online to keep the same ratio. Although I didn't buy tires yet. I was just playing one night on my phone. And that's when I believe it was the 205 60 15 versus 165 80 15 was the same diameter and just wider, of course, you know. But I try to stay with the same diameter for the gear ratios. But no, number one, I don't think I played with that yet, but I did bookmark it though. But you are right, fixing bugs and stuff. You're going to pay double now. It's insane where everything has went. And this just isn't car parts; it's everything, you know. And now the gas I see is climbing again, which really upset me when I seen that today. It was $4 a gallon in Pennsylvania. That's really high, you know. Our price $419.95, sell price $377, bringing old school price back for a bit. Everyone is hurting. I need a load of carbs, so I try to do what I can when I can. Yeah, $377 is not bad. Is it, Misty? Is that the whole kit for $377? Carbs, the intakes, the linkage, free pizza from Pizza Hut stuff. I imagine that's probably the whole kit with you, actually, for the 34s. I'm just trying to verify that. But everything is just up. Everything. When I go food shopping, I actually end up in a bad mood after that. Although it is just Heather and I now. So, you know, Heather don't really eat a whole lot like me. I'm a pig. But it's a shame where everything, and I don't mean to get on that rabbit hole. I ain't going to do that. I get aggravated and I start talking about stuff like that, you know, because we're living in a different type of society. Yeah, complete kit to the clamps and hose. All right. Okay. How long is that sell on for, dear? I'm just curious. I'm a little tapped out now over the next couple of weeks because I got to do a couple things. It'll make sense on Tuesday's film. But the engine that's getting shipped is where I'm a little anxious because I was told it was $425. For my sponsor said $425 to have it shipped. And I did pay $445 because they messed up a little. But then, like I said, they wanted my credit card as a backup. They said in case their forklift don't start, and they needed to use a different truck. Like, I don't know. I got confused. So I got to call Tuesday, give my credit card number, and I hope they don't hit me with another 400 on top of it, or I'm going to be sick. But we'll see what happens, you know. So I'm a little tapped for a week or two until they get that sorted out. But it's coming from Cal to Pennsylvania. And I think whoever owns the machine shop is the one that, wait, I got to unplug something here, said, come on. There we go. They said about for something, and then they changed our tune with it. So I don't know why they did that after I gave them money through PayPal. But we'll see. Hopefully it don't end up into $1,000 to ship it from a sponsor. So we'll see what happens. I have X amount of kits and pieces that are listed because I have so many. Can let go of this batch. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know how long that was going on for. Like I said, Tuesday or Wednesday, the motor's shipping because it's sitting at the machine shop ready to go. So I'll know if I get nailed. You know, I paid $445 and then they changed gears after I paid them. So I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully I don't get no surprises. If not, then I may grab some cards just to have them while they're on sale. Let's go down a rabbit hole. It frustrates me. It's just not new parts. It's used parts too from longtime sellers. The level of greed is outstanding. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. No, you're okay because you're right. When I sell stuff, I try to keep it reasonable because that's where my brain is at. People don't have a lot of money. At least I don't. I mean, I don't know. I hope everybody's doing good. I want everybody to do great. I really, really do. Thank you, Greg. That was nice of you, brother. You did not have to do that. Thank you very, very much, my friend. I was talking to Backyard Combi. Just made a donation. You know, but I see locals selling, you know, on the marketplace that live near me. I've been on a search for like a hi-fi, show my age, and people have like upped the price. I even said to one guy, why is that so high? He goes, well, the economy's bad. Like, okay. Supply also affects demand. This stuff is getting harder to find, as we all know. It is, Fosca. Okay, my screen jumped. And I get what you're saying there, but some of these use things that aren't even like VW related, it's weird. Unless people just need money that bad, you know, but it's this economy's just really been rough. It really has. And I don't think just me. I think a lot of people are having a hard time, but I have a roof over my head. So that's a good thing. And I still eat pizza. Every time a vendor business calls me up to, I ask to cancel immediately, refund all my money, and the price usually stays the same. It's, I mean, I've bought a lot over this last year, and I haven't, I guess, is a way to put it, compared to years before where I would just dump money weekly, just getting everything I need. Now I'm kind of like jumping around trying to, you know, get what I can afford at what time, you know. But I'm just a little concerned about this shipping of the motor thing. If I'm going to get smacked, you know, with a bunch more money after I just paid the $445 up front with PayPal already. So I don't know what kind of weird things going on there, but we'll see. But I'm stuck now. I already paid half of it with PayPal because I think that's what I did. I don't know. They confused me. Reach out. I should have them about a week or so. Sometimes they fly, sometimes not. Yeah, you're right, Misty. It just depends, you know. If you bought the gear, hope you fit in it. Headroom might be an issue. I've been in a couple gears. Truthfully, with the gears, it doesn't seem like there's as much leg room in a gear as there is in a Beetle. But then we know what I do with Beetles all the time. From Gracie, the Super Beetle, I did first round, you know, on here, and then the 68 I'm doing, I always cut the seat tracks out and make my own seat brackets and move the seats back and lower. Although in the Gias, I think the seats are already pretty low. I used my own seat tracking. I like my legs to not stretch out flat where my legs are flattened, but I don't like being up against the dash. I didn't mind it when I was younger, but now I kind of like sitting back and lower. And I feel like there's just so much more room in front of me. Poor little Heather. I did, poor Heather. I did the last Beetle and then she couldn't reach the pedals. So I think I really moved it back too far. But I'm not like some giant. I'm just on a little bit of the taller side. So I guess that's why I did it without thinking. Let me see. Unfortunately, retailers are on the leading edge of when times ain't so great. Hey, Dylan, good night, buddy. I hope you have a great week, my friend, and thank you for being here. Yes, and the times aren't great right now, and I don't want to get anybody in a depressing mood. That's not my goal. But it's it's rough. I don't know if I want to use the word depression, but recession, whatever. It's my daughter just moved out, and I wish she hadn't, but she is older. She's not a young girl. She's 25, and her rent was somewhat reasonable. But I told her, you don't have to move out. You're not bothering me. She works very hard, but she never complains. But I'm sure she's realizing, wow, I did have it easier at home, even though she did help out when she was at home. Even machine shops are getting ridiculous, so I am slowly building my own engine shops. You know what? That is not a bad idea, in all honesty. Everybody's raised the price on everything, even if they have already had their equipment and they are doing the same thing they've always done. And all they're doing is turning a wrench on the machine they've had for 20 years. They're still raising their prices. But then again, I think their light bills went up, their water, their gas, because I know that I don't know when. I don't want to lie. Heather's not in the room. I can't remember, but I know she's the one that does all the bills. I don't take care of the bills because if I do, I'll have them a mess. She has a certain sequence that she does them in. And she had said just recently, wow, they raised our light bill twice in the last year and a half. Pretty good hit, too. And no, I don't use any more light. I think I use less, from switching everything to LED and stuff like that, but our gas bill jumped, our water bill, our garbage bill really went up. Everything's going up. Sorry about that. I shouldn't even went down that road. I'm really sorry about that, folks. Let me see. I think it'd be weird if we lived with the in-laws, Slade, but if you and Heather insist, who am I to say no? Times aren't great. That's why you spend your money with your local suppliers and vendors that run small businesses. Well, that's like I have a hardware store that I go to specifically. It's a mom and pop type place. We don't have many of them left now. We have a place down the road called Norwin Gravel. Now they handle a bit everything, like stuff for Heather's Pond, gravel, obviously, mulch, trees, plants, blah, blah, blah. We go to them. They're the actual mom and pop place that's been there forever. I really don't know how long. I've been in this area about 14, 15 years. And every local place that I can support, I do. Now, I do go to Lowe's and Home Depot when I need stuff. I have no choice, you know what I mean? But everything goes up except paychecks. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Paychecks don't go up. They really don't. My daughter actually last year was going to switch jobs. She's been there for 7 or 8 years. Started when she was a kid, and now she's 25. And they immediately offered her more money. They panicked because she does work very, very hard there. I'm going to go down and talk about our machine shop bills. Almost wondering if we have to raise our rates and hate to do it. I mean, I think a lot of the machine shops, the only reason I think that they raised their rates is, since they've already had their equipment, maybe is their utilities or taxes on the place have gone up. I really don't know. When aliens land, we will all get magic wands that can return any object in the brand new condition, so keep your junk and get more. I think the aliens landed already. I really I was reading an article the other day, and then below it in a photo, it showed aliens sitting on a swing set or something crazy, and it said, "Are we ready yet?" or something like that. And it said, "No, they're still playing with COVID stuff." And I'm like, "What the hell?" I'm sorry, it was funny. I thought it was funny though. But hey, have a good night, Fixin' Bugs. I appreciate that. I really, really do. And yeah, it was fun to support that. I tried to do a small sponsorship for them for the V-Dubs at the Bay, and they put me on their shirt, which was really cool. But thank you for being here, my friend. My local Ace Hardware is so old they actually have VW Beetle key blanks with VW. Oh my God, are you serious? Well, that is really cool. My Ace Hardware, unfortunately, they just built it not long ago inside of a food chain, Giant Eagle. I don't know if anybody knows of them, but They don't have any of the old stuff. But you know, Rhett, there is a place. Now, this is a one horse store. There ain't no more that exists. It's called RC Walter. They've been there since before I was born, and I was born in 64. So, yes, I'm 59. They have been there forever, and every once in a while I'll go there for something stupid that I need because they're not real close to me any longer. I just go because I used to go there when I was little with my dad. It still feels like you're walking into 1970 when you go in there. So Heather always likes going there and walking around. Things might get worse if the dollar gets replaced with a strong new currency. You know what, Vintage? My buddy Johnny sent me a message 2 nights ago. I can't remember. It actually scared me. He was talking about the dollar getting replaced with something, and oh, I forget what all he had said, and I got to watch on here because my channel get destroyed. But he was telling me some stuff that really upset me, and I don't think it was just hoopla that was made up, because all the conspiracy I've said over the years actually came true, although I was laughed at. But yeah, I think things are going to get a lot worse. I hope not, but I think they're going to. I have a really bad feeling about that. That's why I try to focus on the VW, just to keep my mind off of it. It doesn't look good, to be honest with you. Get me a pair everywhere. You're only 59. One more pill, sunscreen. Come on. Ace is the greatest to find hardware. I like Ace hardware. I really do. There's a couple near me, but the one's just local to me. Then there's a Busy Beaver that has a lot of nuts and bolts and wavy washers. So I run an air a lot when I need stuff too. I bought last ones, had to order a minimum 10 key set online, but they were reasonable. Yeah, Rhett, there's a guy, Justin. If you look at my playlist on my YouTube channel, VW keys or something, I named the folder. Justin actually does do keys through the mail to you. He's a locksmith friend of mine. He lives about an hour and a half away or something like that. And he did my keys for me. But he's awesome. He has the old school keys. He's not real expensive. You give him the numbers off of your door handle or whatever, and bang, keys in the mail. He does a really great job. Start canning. Yeah, Misty, I don't know if it's even too late for Heather and I to catch up on certain things. Certain things I'm really good with, and I'm set. However, the food thing, I got stupid stuff stocked that will be okay on, but it's sad what I'm watching go on. Very sad. And I don't mean just on the news. I look beyond that. Old hardware stores are the best, like a time machine. They are, Otto. That one I was talking about, that's a one-horse hardware store, that RC Walter. Heather likes going there once in a while. Even some of the aisles you go down, it's weird because the stuff that's in them aisles have probably been there a long time. And it almost feels like I'm with my dad again back in like 1975 walking through it. It just makes me smile, and it just has the old stuff. And truthfully, the greatest thing about it is it's so personalized. If you call there, somebody answers the phone and says, RC Walter, may I help you? You don't have to push 1 or push 12 or jump on, up and down. It's really nice. It's personalized help. When I walk in a door, they are like on it. As soon as you walk in, they're like, do you need anything? If you need me, let me know. It's just an awesome place. We don't have stuff like that anymore normally. Some guns, a bug-out bag, and a car that doesn't have an ECU, you will be good. Yeah, sadly, my car does have an ECU. My Beetle's not done. I should have saved my other Beetle. But I got some ideas and plans, if need be. I was hoping that wasn't going to come to that one day. It's because my kids. Look at my kids. It hurts. Home Depot is okay if you don't need anything unusual. Yeah, you're right, Greg. Backyard. Our Home Depot, for some reason, and I don't know why, the one that's local to me, 15 minutes away, they are so rude in there. When you go in there, now I never normally do ask for help. I usually know what I'm going to get, and I do my own thing. Hi, Lily. But when I go in there, if I even get one of them and go, excuse me, they go, what? Like, I don't know. I guess they can't find good help now, so they're afraid to fire anybody. And I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but they're so ignorant in there. When I go into Lowe's, they're decent. You know, the employees are not too bad in there. Maybe bad management at this certain Home Depot I go to. Maybe that could be it. I'm not sure. But I don't like nobody to lose their job, so I don't complain. I won't do that. Everyone's called Granny Smith Apple Green in Canada. And he was talking to Vintage 76. Keep saying VW part sales will be needed even in the end of times. Yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff in America before all of us were born. You know, a lot went on here. So, you know, I don't know. It's hard to tell what's, you know, in our future, you know, hopefully good things, you know, but it's just weird. It's different, you know. I'll leave it at this. I had said to my kids 3-4 years ago, I said, one day you are going to see really screwy stuff going on. I says, I won't be here for you, but be prepared. And here, like 2 years later, bang, I'm like, okay, that was quick. I didn't expect that. Dude, rude for sure. They respond like I bother them when I have a question. Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. I'm going there to spend my money. Not that I need special treatment, but if I'm saying, hey, where's your, 20 amp GFI, whatever, I usually know my way around pretty well, but I'm very courteous when I'm not, well, until it's time not to be. But generally, I'm pretty level, well-rounded that way. But geez, I go into Lowe's, they're always like, hey, can I help you? They're always happy. But for some reason, and I'm not defaming Home Depot, maybe it's just the one near where I reside, but they're nasty in there. It's like, wow. You go in there and they just give you a dirty look like, what are you doing in here? So it's actually kind of sad. Got to jump out to fuel and take a short break. Everyone have a good night. Good show, Slade. Thank you, Moose. I appreciate you being here, brother. I really, really do. And I hope you have a great upcoming week. I'm going to be heading out here in a second anyhow. The A store I use, what ought I say there? Store I use employees are more than helpful. Usually Ace I've never had a problem with Ace, and I've been to a couple. Heather likes going to them too for some reason, but I've never had a complaint about Ace. They've always been very helpful. Same here. No one at our Home Depot can answer questions, nor do they want to. Yeah, Greg, and I asked the one guy before, Adam Gray, one of the club members, is an electrician, so he helped me when I was doing my sub panel over the phone because he lives down below me in North Carolina. Long story short, I went into Home Depot, asked one question about some gauge of wire, and the guy had a meltdown. I can't give you advice like that. I can't do that. So I don't know what happened. Must have got in trouble. Hey, Russ, how you doing, buddy? You're catching me on my way out, brother. I hope you've had a great day. Society in general has unfortunately become unhappy, and it's just trickling down the line. You're right, Misty. It's a different, it's definitely a different society, that is trying to fix this, that we live in now. A lot of nasty, ignorant people out there, but I try to ignore the bigger part of it, and try to be the bigger man. That's what I was always told, hey, sir, big motor coming along. I haven't heard anything about it. That's a 1904, Ronnie. And long story short, my sponsor took it to a machine shop yesterday, and they told me like $425 to ship it. So it's been left there. I PayPal'd him $435, but then he said he needed my credit card for a backup in case it, I don't know, went higher or doubled. I have no idea, Ronnie. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. They changed the pricing agreement on me after I PayPal'd them. So I have no idea what's going on with that. So I'll find out. Hopefully I should have it in a week, maybe, without getting nailed with another $400, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. Vintage diesel vents are better than VWs. Gas might be an issue. Diesel fuel can be homemade. Somebody else told me that once, Vintage, about making diesel fuel. I forget who brought that up to me not too long ago. Hey, Farley's, anyone know where I can get a rear pop-out window for a 65 Beetle? I don't know if anybody knows that on here. You know what? Ask on if you're part of the Slades VW community group, maybe ask on there too on Facebook and see if anybody does, because there's a lot of people on there. And Russ, just all the time, I've been impressed with the knowledge of folks at Ace. Yeah, Greg, I'm lucky there too. My Ace, there's some old timers that they're probably my age, and they really know their crap. They really, really do. So hopefully, you know, they stay there for a while, because what are you going to do without these guys someday, you know? Yeah, Otto, he should try the Samba Classifieds also. Hey, thank you, Raul at Jack of All Trades Garage. Check out his channel also. He's been putting some videos up now, which they are really good. He has a great personality. And Slade Local Junkyard might have a set. Yeah, you know what? I won't know till I go back down there the following week. I don't know if I don't know what years. Oh, wait. 65 these 7 pops out are all the same. Let me take a picture of that vintage, because I'll forget, because that's how my brain is. Kanan or Kanan. Sorry, I have a hard time with pronouncing some names. If you're on Facebook, shoot me a message, because I'll be down the yard next week, the salvage yard. Vintage said 65 to 77s are all the same. I might be able to get you one down there with no problem. Let me see here. I don't want to miss anybody's. Fly cut the heads, make off you run your bug. Let me see here. It's got to be some old feeler with elder wisdom and all the machines in his garage or outlet shop that could do machining around Pittsburgh for reasonable. I don't even know how many machine shops I have around my area. It seems like when you bring up old air-cooled stuff, everybody's like, oh, no. I guess a lot of the guys aren't used to doing stuff on them around me, you know. But, okay, folks, I'm actually going to head out. I'm going to get a couple things done online and then check my emails, watch maybe something with Heather for a little bit, and then start plastering that room tomorrow. I don't want to do it. Sweet Night, I love your channel. Carried me through my motor rebuild. Thanks. That's awesome. If you're on Facebook, just shoot me a message on her. I'll see if I can get you a pop-up or a pop-out window. And yeah, Vintage, that's where I got confused. I knew some were different. That would be pre-64. Okay. M&T Manufacturing. I think that's where I was seeing body panels for Gias and stuff, right? Could be wrong. I can't remember now, Keith. But hey, good night, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate you folks. You always say, thank you for coming here, Slade. No, thank all of you for coming in here and taking out your time and your evening. All of our time's important, and I really, really appreciate that. That's right, James. But hey, blessings, everybody. And to my future fiance, I miss her already. I will tell her. All right. Love all you folks. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you soon.